bike back, I just wanted to take it out for a ride and see how things have, changed for me. During this build, I ran into a lot of problems. The compensator went out on me, and from my mechanic, he told me that once it's hard to find neutral and stuff, there might be a sign that your compensator may be going bad. Also, too, just before this, I got some cylinder work done, and I put some heads in the bike, and I just wanted to make sure everything was kind of marrying together and it would be a operational bike. But from what I've experienced with the cam, I really enjoy it. It seems as every gear has a little bit of power in it. Fourth gear is a mother, and fifth and sixth gear seems like the same gear. So it's kind of hard to determine when you're in sixth gear because it pulls just as hard as fifth gear. So I find myself upshifting when I'm in sixth gear, and I don't even have a gear to go to. So it's just, I feel like the bike pulls a lot more than it did. It seems like things just happen on this bike. It just moves when it needs to, and I feel definitely that I can get out of the way if something were to happen. Also on the interstate, I feel that the bike, especially when it's passing or needing to pass someone, I could feel like sixth gear is just as good as fifth, so there's no need to downshift. So it gives you that advantage to not have to downshift and just keep progressing. You just turn the throttle and it seems like it moves with the ease. I like to travel on my bike, so going on a trip to determine how much gas we use would be vital for me. Normally on the stock, I would receive somewhere in between maybe 210 to 220 miles to a tank. And on this one, it was the first trip, I got 195 miles to a tank. But for those of you who travel on your bike and go long distances, you always know that that first tank, especially if you've been driving around town, is not necessarily going to use gas in a manner in which you're just progressively driving. But once you start to get to that second and third tank, the gas usage starts to calm down a little bit, and you're able to get better gas mileage. So with this, I kind of understand the possibility of losing some of the mileage, but at the same time, I don't think it's enough to say that the cam is using too much gas. But at the same time, I felt like for the upgrade that I've done, it is comparable to what is going on. My bike currently has 51,000 miles. I don't know what the recommendation is to put a cam in, but this is my first bike I've put a cam in, and I just feel like this upgrade has made a great change in what the bike did when it was versus stock. Like I said, being around town, when you're at the light, you just want to hit it sometimes, and just to hear that growl, just to feel it move quickly is a great thing. I like to be around town as well as driving on long distances, and I just feel like this upgrade has somewhat made the bike a different bike, so I can enjoy it in a manner in which I feel as though it goes fast as opposed to driving long distances, and is capable of getting good gas mileage. So for someone that was looking forward to get this cam, I would suggest that you try the CycleRama cam. I don't have any idea about the other ones, but I feel like this cam is best for me and it suits my needs.